is Katie. So today's video is going to be serious about mental illnesses, about my mental illnesses in particular. I just had one thing that I wanted to talk to you guys about. So essentially, all right, camera's already hurting my arms. So essentially, I realized the other day something that it's just kind of rough. It's just kind of rough. If you guys have not watched my other videos about mental illness, I'll put them up here in the cards throughout this video. It might be a little bit easier if you watch those videos first, just to understand what I'm going through. But if you don't feel like watching those, it's totally okay. Essentially, I'm just gonna talk about my anxiety in this video. And also, I have not told you guys my diagnoses because I don't know if I'm going to. And if I am, I'm not gonna do it yet because I'm just not ready yet. But I don't have generalized anxiety disorder, but with my disorders come very severe anxiety, if that makes sense. And so I deal with severe anxiety every day, basically constantly. There are some times that it goes away and there are some times that it gets worse. And so as most of you guys know, if you've been watching videos for a while, I've been on the road pretty consistently all year for 2017. And I've slept in my car a lot, I've traveled a lot, I've been on the road in the US for most of the year. And about 2 months ago or so, I just wanted to rest. And I thought that being on the road meant that I wasn't resting and that maybe stopping somewhere and staying in a house on a couch or in a bed or something for a little while would help me rest. So I went to my mom's house in New York with the idea that I was going to go there and rest. And after a month, I was like, you know what? I'm not resting at all. I'm very anxious here. I have a lot of trauma connected to New York and I don't like being there. And so I left. It came to Nashville. I'm currently in Nashville right now. And it's the same thing. I came to Nashville with the hope that I could rest. And I've been here for about 3 weeks and I'm staying on my friend's couch. And I realized the other day that I still don't feel rested at all. Like at all. I feel no difference anxiety-wise or exhaustion-wise or depressed-wise as I did when I was on the road sleeping in my car. I basically feel exactly the same, if not a little bit worse. And so I want to talk to you guys about it because I realized the other day that my brain and my chest, I carry all my anxiety in my chest. And so I always just have like an anxious ball kind of like in my heart here. But the thing is with me right now, I'm at such a crossroads and I'm so honestly confused about what I want to be doing with my life. I'm really, really confused. I'm confused if I want to still live in my car and be on the road all the time. I'm confused if I want to still live in my car and stay in one place. I'm confused if I want to maybe get an apartment or live with someone or get my own place. And if I did that, where? I'm confused if I want to stay in Nashville or I might want to go to California. And that confusion, but also the obsession with trying to figure it out is drowning me. And so I feel like that's part of the reason I can't rest is because I don't know what's going on. And so my life, the way that I've structured my life, which has been on purpose, by the way. Some people watch my videos and feel bad for me that I live in my car or that I live out of my car or something. And that's literally not the point of any of this. I've chosen this lifestyle because it was what I wanted to be doing. But as with any lifestyle, as with any decision, sometimes you're like, oh, is this still what I want to be doing? Because just because you make a decision once that you want to do something does not mean that you're still going to want to do it in 5 years, which is why things like marriage terrify me. But I'm talking about things like moving to a new place or a job or something like that. Just because you really wanted that job when you were 26 does not mean that you're going to still want it when you're 40 or when you're 27. It just doesn't mean that. And so I'm just at a crossroads of that kind of stuff. Like, well, what do I want to be doing going forward? But I'm also at a crossroads of nothing sounds good to me. And I know that that's my depression. And again, I'm not even diagnosed with depression. It's just what I have. Depression is part of it. And so I know that part of that's depression. I know that the depression is dragging me down and is making me confused and is making me not want to do things. I know I'm one of those people that I can tell when my anxiety and my depression are really bad when I don't want to do things that I even enjoy. So just honestly, it's really, really bad right now. And my anxiety is really, really bad right now. And I have tried medications and I'm allergic to a lot of them and they don't really work. Therapy has never worked. It kind of worked once, but I was also in like a decent mood then. So I don't really know if that counts. Those typical regular forms of help have not worked for me in the past. I don't know if they'll work for me now or in the future. I haven't tried them right this second. But also, it's a little difficult to want to do something that you've done a million times that never worked for you or that made you worse. Some of my medications literally made me throw up. And so there's just, it's one of those things of a lot of people feel better when they have a routine. It's funny because there have been one or two, actually two, I can think of two instances in my life that were very routine scheduled. Like I knew what I was doing every day and a few times of each day, and I really, really enjoyed them. And one was school, and the other one I'll tell you about eventually, but it was something that just was scheduled, just was like I had something to do every day that had to do with a type of therapy actually every single day. And I enjoy both those things. And school, I mean college. I loved college. And I liked that it was scheduled and I knew what I was doing every day, and I liked that. But every job that I've had to go into an office or any other thing like that, that I had a schedule, that I needed to do something whether I wanted to or not, I'm not good with that. I really, really don't like it. I'm not that kind of person. And so therefore I have made my life around a non-scheduled, I work online, I do YouTube and I'm a writer. I work online on my own schedule. Sometimes I have deadlines. Obviously I post videos on certain days and I have deadlines for my writing. And with my driving around, with my traveling, it's not scheduled. And I like that. I like waking up and being able to be like, you know what, I'm gonna go to Atlanta today, so I'm gonna do that. Or I'm gonna go here, or I'm actually not gonna do anything today. I like being able to do that. But it's getting to a point now of just wondering. I'm just wondering if it's what's best for me. And even if it is, I'm still doing something wrong because I don't feel good. I don't feel right. And so this is going off on a little bit of a tangent, but you guys know I do that a lot. But so I wanted to talk really about how I can't calm down. That's really the point of this video, is that I went to New York to relax, to calm down, to kind of, I don't know, just to feel relaxed. And it didn't work in New York for reasons that I understand. All the trauma and stuff, I understand why it didn't work there. And so I just assumed it would work in Nashville. I assumed sleeping on my friend's couch for a month or two, who my friend and I get along really well, like he's great. I just assumed that staying on his couch and having a little bit of work, getting that done, and just resting, I thought would make me feel rested, and it hasn't. Being so on edge and so anxious all the time, it's ruining my life. It really, really is. And it's making it really, really hard to function. To even do things like go grocery shopping are incredibly difficult for me. And so I need to figure out a way to relax. And it's a little nerve-wracking. It makes it even worse. The fact that like, I don't know how to rest. I sleep okay. I can fall asleep at night. I wake up a bunch when I sleep, but I sleep okay. It's during the day. It's not like I don't have insomnia, like I'm not up at night with my brain racing. Luckily. I don't even know how I'm not, but I'm not. It's during the day. I can't feel settled. I don't feel like, my anxiety never feels calm. Not never. 98% of the time does not feel calmed. And I can think of those few instances where it does feel calm. When I was canoeing in the Grand Tetons, I did that video in like July or August, that made me feel calm. The other day I was hanging out with one of my friends and we watched a movie and ate pizza. That made me feel calm. But I swear, if I hung out with him again, I'm hanging out with him again in a few days, it doesn't mean it's gonna make me feel calm again, because I've hung out with him before and still had my anxiety. And so it's just certain situations where I guess my brain and my chest and my heart are just like, okay, you can calm down now. But I don't know if I can control it. And that sucks because everybody likes to be in control, whether you say you like to or not. And maybe not for every single circumstance, but for a lot of things, we like to be able to control certain things. And if we can't, that's when we get controlling about other things. So if like we can't control our job, we want to come home and control our family, things like that. And so essentially I want to do this video. Maybe some of you guys can't rest either. Maybe some of you guys cannot relax. You can't relax your brain. You are consistently anxious. I wanted to tell you guys, first of all, that I'm the same way. I completely understand. And we are kind of on the same boat. I hope that I can make you feel less alone, knowing that I also go through this. But also, if you are like me and something has worked for you, yeah, tell me in the comments, because even if it doesn't help me, it could help someone else who is just like us. And that's kind of the goal here, is just to see how many people we can help as a community by talking about this. But so if any of you guys are like me, and you found something that helps you, please let me know in the comments. It's not even a coping mechanism. It's more of it's confusing, because I don't mean when I'm anxious, what should I do? I mean just every day. Like, how do I lessen my anxiety on a day-to-day basis that aren't coping skills? Does that make sense? Because coping skills to me are more like doing things like yoga or hiking or praying or knitting and doing actual things. But that's not exactly what I'm talking about, because some of those things only help for the time you're doing them. I'm talking about things like maybe yoga could help even when you're not doing them. So I'm talking about, I wonder if me getting back on the road would help calm my anxiety 24/7. Does that make sense? Because that's kind of what I'm talking about. Like, what would help lessen my anxiety overall, not just when I'm doing the task. Does that make sense? Anyway, this video is so much longer than I wanted it to be, so I'm just gonna end it now. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. I'm gonna be doing a lot more serious videos for December because I'm doing videos Monday through Friday, so I'm gonna have a lot more content for you guys, and there's gonna be a bunch of serious videos. So if you like these kind of videos, please give this one a thumbs up, and also subscribe if you're not, because like I said, I'm putting out videos Monday through Friday for the rest of the year, or at least until Christmas. I haven't decided yet, but for a while. So that's it. I love you, Jesus loves you, and I'll talk to you later. Bye. So let's do another emoji. If you watch the end of this video, let's leave the palm tree emoji. Just to see, I like to see sometimes who watches my whole video. So leave the palm tree emoji in the comments if you watch till the end. And if you're on a computer or you can't leave an emoji for some reason, just write the word palm tree. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. So I'm holding on.